This is what a full day of luxury looks like in Thailand. I'm talking a private hotel room, 3 amazing meals, even a traditional massage, all for just $100. And this asterisk, is what that exact same $100 bill gets you in Big Sur, California, a small patch of dirt to pitch a tent on, and some groceries for dinner. I took this single $100 bill to countries all over the world to see what a day of travel really costs. And what I found was wild. From feeling like a king to barely scraping by, this is what $100 actually gets you. The bargain paradise, Thailand first stop, Southeast Asia, the land of smiles and, let's be honest, unbelievable value. Thailand. I landed in Chiang Mai with my $100, which is over 3,000 Thai baht. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt rich. The challenge here wasn't, can I survive? It was, how do I even spend all of this in 24 hours? First up, a place to sleep. I could have grabbed a hostel bed for maybe $8, but with this kind of cash, why? I went straight for a private room in a clean, comfy hotel, which set me back a whole $30. Next, the best part of traveling in Thailand, the food. Forget the fancy restaurants. The real magic happens on the street. I spent less than $15 for my entire day's worth of food. We're talking a massive breakfast, a flavorful lunch, and a full-on dinner, topped off with a bowl of mango sticky rice that I will be dreaming about for a long, long time. With more than half my budget just sitting there, it was time for an experience. I found a local cooking class for about $35 to finally learn the secrets behind all this incredible food. And just to cap it all off, I treated myself to a full 1-hour traditional Thai massage for a measly $10. So let's just recap that. A private room, 3 incredible meals, a cooking class, and a massage, all for well under $100. Thailand is starting this challenge on an insane high. The European reality, Portugal. But how does that kind of luxury stack up against Europe? I packed my bags and flew west to Lisbon, Portugal to find out. The second I landed, the vibe was just different. My $100, which is now about 92 euros, suddenly felt a lot lighter. The game instantly flipped from how much can I do to, okay, what can I actually afford? That private hotel room from Thailand? Yeah, that was out. Most started around $80 and went way, way up from there. So I checked into a clean and friendly hostel dorm, which cost me about $35 for the night. Food was next, and the $2 meal days were officially over. A simple lunch at a local cafe cost about $15, and a decent dinner with a glass of wine set me back another $25. All in, my food for the day was around $40. That left me with just $25 to play with. It was enough to explore the city on the famous Tram 28, grab a legendary pastel de nata pastry, and check out a museum for about $10. No cooking classes or massages on this budget. In Portugal, $100 got me a bed in a shared room, 3 solid meals, and 1 great cultural experience. It was comfortable for sure, but luxurious? Not even close. The difference is already staggering, isn't it? If you're enjoying this little experiment and want to see more travel challenges, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've got to know, which country would you pick so far? Let me know in the comments. The American Squeeze, USA. All right, from the comforts of Europe, it was time to head to my home turf, the United States. And I didn't make it easy on myself. I went to one of the most beautiful and notoriously expensive places on the planet, Big Sur, California. Here, $100 feels less like a travel budget and more like pocket money. Hotels are a complete non-starter. We're talking hundreds of dollars a night. Even a rustic cabin was way over budget. My only real option for a place to sleep was a campsite, which cost a shocking $60 for a single night. $60? Gone, just for a place to put my tent. That left me with only $40 for everything else. A restaurant meal was a total fantasy. My only move was to hit a local market, where I spent about $20 on some bread, cheese, and supplies for a very simple dinner and breakfast. So what did my last $20 get me? Well, the best part of Big Sur is that the main event, the stunning natural beauty, is free to look at. But to actually access many of the state parks, you have to pay for parking, which is around $10. So my experience for the day was a truly breathtaking hike, which cost me a parking pass. In Big Sur, $100 gets you a campsite, some groceries, and a walk in the woods. It's a day focused on survival, not indulgence. So there it is. $100 gets you a day of pure abundance in Thailand, a comfortable but budgeted day in Portugal, and the bare essentials in the USA. One piece of paper, 3 totally different worlds. It's a crazy reminder that the value of our money is all about perspective, but it also proves you don't need a huge budget to have a real adventure. Whether you're eating a 5-star meal or a simple sandwich with $1,000,000 view, the real value is always in the experience itself. So now I have to ask you, where would you take your $100? Drop your dream destination in the comments below. And if you want to see what happens when I try this challenge with just $50, make sure you're subscribed because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching.